Okay, recorded, sir.
Thank you, Lori. All right. So let's start. My name is Ridwan. So together with me, Lorraine, Greg, and Ian. So there will be few others that will be joining for us for the event today. So what we will be sharing today is the Copilot, Microsoft Copilot. So I will be explaining the tool and the technology behind and how you can actually start to use them. And then I also will have some demo on the paid versions of Microsoft Copilot. So let's start. So the Copilot system. So the Copilot system is actually created by Microsoft uh, last year. So when they started off, right, they was using it in a different product, and then they introduced a lot of other product into the system. So what are the product that I will be talking about? I will explain later. So before that, what is Copilot? So Copilot is actually AI powered chat. What it can do is it can summarize content, analyze any of your documents, right? PDF documents, right? And also it can able to, give, structure the informations in a table format. You can do SWOT analysis and other things as well to make it more visual, and it can help you write contents like ads, advertisement for your social media posts, and even for any like emails, even your resume, content writing, right? Actually, Copilot can do that. And finally, it can generate images because Copilot uses a multimodal AI. If you want to know, right, multimodal AI, which has a different set of technology behind, enables it to actually generate even text-based and also image-based response, right? So images, you can actually generate any type of images that you can think of. Even can actually generate songs, right? Copilot can actually do that. So this is a new way for you to actually get information from internet right now. So if you are a typical user that uses Google or Bing search, right? I noticed there are too many advertisement right now. So maybe trying to use Copilot, for 1 month or 2 months, you will see some differences in your way of finding information, right? So why Copilot, right? So I have explained earlier, right? What is Copilot and why is Copilot is one of the things is using a multimodal AI language. So they have the GPT-4 if you know about ChatGPT, right? So it uses the same technology behind, and also have a DALI 3 for the images generation, and transparent about sources, right? So when if you ever use ChatGPT, the previous version, they mainly don't give you information about sources of the information that they generated. But if you use the latest version they do have right now, Copilot from start always will give you references of the information, where the information is, that you can actually cross and validate them. Not no cut off knowledge. Copilot always have the latest information available for you to go in and ask question and get those information. Commercial data protection. This if you are you're in a paid version, right? You actually have the ability to control the data, right? Which can be shared, which cannot be shared. Through there's a dashboard to actually do that, right? You can actually mark some information as confidential. So this come under paid version. So what are the variants, right? What are the variants of Copilot? So we just highlight few here. So we got four of boxes here. You can see from the first one, the left, we have the free version of Copilot, which you can access from the web browser. You just key in copilot.microsoft.com. And then we have the Copilot in smartphone. You can actually go in to the Play Store and App Store, just download Copilot for smartphone and install them. And also you have in Windows 11, if you're using Windows computers, right? If you're using the latest Windows 11, there's an icon, this particular icon, similar color icon, enables you to actually use Copilot directly from your Windows. You don't have to open any apps. And then we have the Copilot for Microsoft 365, which you have to pay for it. And then finally, Microsoft Security Copilot, which is another paid product. It enables the AI inside the security part of the tenant. Let's say you want to know about some computer being hacked, some login that is suspicious, right? If you have the Copilot, and then it will able to actually give you those information, right? I think just sorry. Okay, so uh, what are the focus, right? Users that can actually use the Copilot. It doesn't have to be this particular user that I'm showing just now. It can be any users. So these are some of the example, like for marketing users, right? They were able to actually use Copilot to generate some ideas in how to actually enter the market of particular product. For sales, they will be able to use Copilot to even help the emails, right? Drafting and also do some uh, pitch for the sales product that they are doing, right? And also with customer service, you can automate the customer service process, whereby whenever users send an email for to log a case or issue, right, they automatically reply with the solution. You can actually do that with Copilot. And finance, basically, they can validate data much more faster, right? You imagine using Excel, but now you just use your natural language. You just key in any natural language. Let's say, please sum this column and this column. We automatically generate the formula and do it for you. And then we have for the IT, right? Basically, it can help you to build website, build systems, right? And HR, it can actually help you even in hiring people in any processes that you can think of in HR that you want to automate and help and ask AI to help you. You can actually do that. For example, we have a demo previously that we presented in how Copilot can filter out resumes and suggest which candidate that you can actually hire, right? You can rank them. So the flavors of Copilot, right? So if you want to understand all the Copilot applications, right? AI enabled applications, right? So there's a few categories over here. Microsoft break it down into operating system for the developer, IT people basically that develop the system, business applications. Modern work is the Word, Excel, PowerPoint. And also data and AI is basically the Azure cloud, the cloud services that you host all the systems. And also your browser and search, like Edge browser. Edge browser basically has the AI capability built inside. And even other things like security and Windows 11 over here, right? So these are all the product at the moment that has AI capability. So the name of the AI capability is Microsoft Copilot, right? So you can see here, right? It's currently powered by ChatGPT and DALL-E 3. So for the paid version, right? For the paid version, it costs you $30 per user per month. And all the applications under your Microsoft 365, Word, PowerPoint, Excel, and there's a lot, about more than 10 will have the AI capability. So I will demo some of them. So here are the free version. So free version, basically you can access from the browser and also from your phone. So there's some limitation, but be able to cover most of the scenario that you want to do. But the paid version, right? you have the Pro, and also you have the Microsoft 365 Copilot, right? So they have extra features available that you can actually use, right? And even Copilot in Teams. For example, we are having a meeting in Teams. Imagine you have the AI in Teams. It can actually summarize the meeting, even automatically create action items for you to proceed and move forward after the meeting. And then grounding, web grounding. This is one of the things that I just highlighted. Web grounding means that it's a live AI. Everything that available online, actually Copilot already has them in their database, right? So you can just search about whatever event recently happened. You're able to actually give you the result, the answers. So let's look at the demo. So, but I will just show my screen. That will be much more interesting, right? So let me just reshare again. So let's start with the free version of Copilot. So let me just move this particular bar. Okay, let me just move this particular bar over here. So I'm logged into my Copilot, right? So let me just on this particular application. It will be easier. Okay. So I just log into my Copilot. So you can basically just go into copilot.microsoft.com and then key in your username and password to actually log in and start using the Copilot. So for me, we are on an enterprise account, so we have two options over here. I just choose the web version so that I can demo to you guys whatever features that are available as a free user. So you have the conversation style over here. You can choose more creative, but if you want to have a lengthy response from the Copilot, you can use more creative, more balance, and it's a balance between the creative and the precise. Precise will be directly give you information in a short, factual way without any too wordy, right? Too lengthy for you to actually use it. So if there are some advice, let's say you want to generate images, they prefer you to choose a more creative conversation style. So you have other things over here. Let me just zoom in, right? So you have other things over here. You have the bar in the middle for you to write your prompt. You have the microphone icon, right? You can even attach a file. Can attach action related to the files. And so you can even add images for it to identify the things that inside the image, right? And then you can actually change the language over here. You can actually change the language, right? So you can just go over here, go to settings, actually change the location and the language, and also the voice. And they got more settings over here. There's a lot of things you can actually change, even your speak or when you try to speak with Copilot, right? And then you are able to change that. And then if I go back again, okay, go back again. So let's start to generate some images, right? For example, here they have some example. Maybe we can just go and click this one. So here, just write a joke that my Copilot will find it funny, right? So here's the example that it generated for you, and then you can actually export this particular generated content to Word, PDF, or even text. So you can even go in and be in conversation with AI. So you can see from here, do you have another joke? I just click and then it will respond, right? More content for you. Much more easier compared to if you using Bing search or Google search, right? the one-way interaction. But when you use Copilot, you got two-way interaction along the process. You can even ask it to think for you certain ideas, right? So, and then let's say you want images, right? You can actually can you generate an image of a polar bear dancing in a mountain, right? So let's just try. So it will try to create images. I noticed, right, the ability to generate images using the mobile app is much more, uh, you know, great experience compared to the web versions, right? Because you can actually go in and edit the images direct. So for example, here, right, I generated some images over here. If I just click one of the images right now, so it opens up in a few in a bigger resolution, right? Right, and then you can actually go in to the next one and choose whichever image that you prefer, right? You can even go in and maybe like create and add word this one campaign pain for me to uh, hmm, to, let's just try. Oh no, I forgot to mention image, right? Okay, let's just try to create the content first, and then after they generated the idea of the content, and okay, please create an image for this. Okay, let's see if it works. Yep. So it's generating the images. Yeah, nice, right? So it able to even put some mascot inside the image, and then you got few options that you can actually choose from, and you can see, right, it actually follows the theme that I just mentioned, right, for schools, and able to make it really, colorful with all the pictures over here, right? And then you have other things as well. For example, here let's try add some colorful school supplies around the chocolate bar. So, right, let's just try. See, hope my screen is not too small for you guys. Just because I'm using really large screen over here. So I have room more than enough, I believe. Yeah, let's make it a bit bigger. Yep. So add some colorful school supplies around the chocolate bar. So it actually follows it and then created some of them over here. You can see a really nice image, right? Really crisp. So you can actually download this, and after that you can edit them based on your taste, right? Maybe you want to change the text over here. Right? You can actually do that. So this is the image generated. This is oh, sorry. I accidentally closed my Copilot. Let me just, yeah. Yeah. So, okay, sorry. So my history is gone. Sorry. So basically you have all the 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 ability to generate images, to generate content, all those things, right? So you can even generate a comparison table. Okay, create a comparison table of Samsung latest Galaxy phone, the iPhone, right? iPhone flagship, right? Let's just try. And see, it able to understand that the current flagship phones means the latest high-end phones of this particular brand, and then and create the table for us, right? So you it's really details and even give you some images over here. Right? So Samsung Galaxy and the iPhone, latest iPhone 15, and it mentions all these uh, important specification, the screen and the camera, battery. Some of the information are not available, but you can actually go in, right, and ask more, right? So, are there any notable features, right? So let's say you're planning to buy a new phone, you can actually go just do a simple comparison, ask the Copilot to do it for you. So what are the features? If you don't want to go, watch the YouTube videos, right? Maybe you just first ask the Copilot, and after that you can just go in and watch the videos, see how it goes, right? If you want to decide something. So for example, over here, it listed out all the features that are available in Samsung Galaxy. Live Translate, Chat Assistant, got AI. So the Galaxy S24 already have all the AI feature inside the phone. And also for the iPhone 15, so here are some of the features available over here. So it also give you some of the references, like I've mentioned. So you can just click this link and cross-check all this information, right? So if I go back to the table just now, you can see there's an Excel icon over here. So I can just click and um, it will open a tab. So it directly copies all the information to the Excel, right? Sorry. So you can basically use it, copy and even modify the information. So you can create comparisons in Copilot. But so what else you can do? One of the things that you can do actually to generate a song, but I cannot show you that because I'm in a company tenant. But it's okay. Later on, I will show you. The free option of Copilot allows you to do a little bit more compared to the paid version, right? So let's move on and show you another demo. So I show you the free version, what we can actually do. So I want to show you some of the features that are available in the paid version. So I have here my Word document, right? This is Word. You can see the icon over here. Let me just maybe zoom this a bit. Yeah, right. Make it bigger. So I have a empty document, Word document, and I want to use Copilot. So if you paid version, right, you pay for the Copilot, you have the AI capability across all the applications. So what are the applications? You can see from the left side over here. You have in Teams, Word, Excel, PowerPoint, Outlook, OneNote. So there are a lot of other applications will have AI capabilities. I will demo some of them today. So let's start with Word. So I'm building a proposal, right? So I'm building, let's say I want to open a coffee shop and I want to create a proposal, right? So what I can do right now, I just use AI to actually draft the first a business proposal before I can even think about the idea, validate the idea of opening this business, right? So how to do that? You can see in the middle over here, there's an icon here, draft with Copilot. So you can actually just key in your prompt over here. You can even reference uh, your content. Let's say you have some business proposal by other competitor, right? You can actually make them as a reference for you to build a proposal. So I just want to do a simple today. So please create for me a business proposal for a for a urban cof- coffee shop. Uh, okay, let's make it simple. So let's try. Let's make it simple first. Then we generate. I can see now the response of Copilot is really instant. The moment I just click generate, it started off with all the contents generated. Okay. So just let's try look into the content that's generated before it finishes the generation the all the output over here. So for example here, a mission statement, right? So mission statement and the target market. So it mentions what are the target market: professionals, students, tourists, and residents. Competitive analysis, able to do some competitive analysis for you. Starbucks and Dunkin' Donuts, other cafes as well. Marketing strategy, how you want to approach your principal for you to do marketing, right? And then how you retain your customers, how the strategy that you want to use, which are the platform you can use, TripAdvisor, you can distribute flyers, and you can create a Facebook page, right? Those things are already here. Financial plan, and you can see how detailed it is. Let's say we estimate your startup cost will be 100K, and then estimation revenue will be 300K in the first year, average sales per day. So when you will break even your investment, right? So break even points, right? So if you're happy with the draft, you can actually keep this, but you can actually regenerate, or maybe add some information. Ask the Copilot to generate with some information. Please create a table on when I can break even my investment of this coffee shop, right? So let's try. So now it will try to regenerate again. You will notice the first draft and the second draft can be totally different. So it doesn't have to be in generating content, right? Copilot can even summarize you. Let's say you have really long document like standard operating procedures. You can actually ask Copilot. You just open and then ask the Copilot to summarize them. And even your contract documents, things that you need to, focus on. You can actually highlight in a bullet point for you to directly look into it. So you look now here in the screen, you can see that I mentioned please generate them in a table, right? For me to easy for me to see, right? So it does what you just said, right? Whenever that you just give the prompt, it will start to generate them. You can see the first month. Let's say these are the revenue and expenses and profit loss. Then when you can actually start to break even point. Right? So the first month of your business, second month of your business, you can actually keep this draft if you are happy with it. So you can, right? One thing I want to show you, right? For example, here, uh, your marketing strategy, right? You can see, let's just highlight this, and then you can just click here, and you can change it to table. So let's try and see if that works. Yep, that's good, right? So you can actually visualize this particular long text paragraph into a table, right? So much more easier for you to see. You can actually ask the Copilot to do that directly. And even all this content over here, right? So it generated some. So, and then you can actually draft even more things, right? You can just click inspire me. Let's try to click inspire me, see what it happens. See, so it generated some of the contents. Let's say you are taking a loan for this particular investment, and then the payment will be this amount, and when you actually break even and get your investment back, right, for this particular business. So you can you can continue to play around and even generate more information for this proposal. So your creativity is the limit actually, right? If you have more ideas, right, you can ask Copilot to help you to generate even more content, right? That you can think of. So now if you're happy with this, right? So let's say you are happy with this document, you can actually save the as it some name of this particular document. So I just put coffee shop business proposal. You can actually, leave it as sensitive label. So I created one label over here, right? Salary information, right? So if I just choose this label, so anyone in the tenant cannot even, you know, able to see this particular document. Even the AI Copilot cannot, give any information from this document to them, right? So you can actually label them. So this is part of the enterprise tenant benefits, right? If you pay the features. So let's just close this, right? So I want to show you another thing, right? How to actually, generate the slides. Let's say now you have the proposal. So you just open a blank PowerPoint over here. You can see the Copilot icon over here. You see there's an icon, and then I can just click this particular icon, and it gives you the sidebar, so you can actually go in and interact some of the features. For example, create a presentation about something, create a presentation from a file, and even add some slides, right? You can actually animate the slides. You can change some of the format of the slides, everything from this particular box over here, right? So you can just type anything over here. Oh, sorry. Type anything over here. Then it will try to understand your prompt and perform those actions. So you can see some of the icon here, right? So what are these? What are these? So if I just click, these are predefined prompt created by Microsoft, right? For you to able to use it much more easier. For example, create a presentation, add a slide, something. Probably when you're first using it, you don't have any idea, right? So this prompt can actually help you. What are the things of you can actually use for. So view prompt. If you go to view prompt options, so they got many prompt over here. I think about 100. They got too many example for you to even try. So here are just about maybe 20 or 30, right? But if you click over here, see all prompt, right? You will open to another tab to a Copilot lab. So this particular Copilot lab has all the curated prompt, right? That Microsoft able to come up with for you to use it, right? Easier. So you can just filter out by task, filter out by apps, you talk about task, create or understand or something, and then also they have a prompt specifically for a particular job. Let's say I just go to human resource, create a job description, compile industry trend or something, create a FAQ documents. If I just filter out for marketing, you have it all here, right? So they got more, right? And then you can see here, right? Create extract competitive differentiator. You can actually use this prompt if you want it, right? So these are the example prompt available for you. So what I want to do now, okay, I just want to create a slides from a document that I just created just now, right? Create a slide. Sorry. Okay. So let me just what was the name just now? I think it's so yeah, this one, right? Coffee shop business proposal, right? So I just create the presentation file. Maybe I just zoom it. So create a presentation from a file of this particular document that I just generated, right? So what it will do, right? I just click enter. What it will do, it will go through those documents, right? Information inside those documents, and then it will draft a presentation slide for you. That is really amazing, right? It's easy for you to actually even to generate slides nowadays. Okay, maybe it's a sorry, maybe it's not a right document. Let me just confirm it again. Okay, this one. Yeah, probably. Okay, let me just know what I can actually do, right? This I just share, copy link to this document, and then I can just go over here. Let me just close this. Let's try again. Okay, let's try. Yep. So we're able to generate. So the latest edition of Copilot, right? The latest update, sorry, the latest updates allows you to just copy the link, the documents inside your OneDrive, right? Just copy the link and paste it over to the apps and able to go in and find those documents. Previously, they don't have this kind of options. Um, so drafted 16 slides, right? So before it drafts, it actually outline the presentation for you. You can see, right, over here generated, right, all the information from the documents to the slides. Created images. You can even change. Let's say you want to use a different design, right? Maybe it's, yeah, maybe I just choose this one. Yep. So yeah, it's much more professional looking slides. So I can even change this one, right? And then I can change others to, yeah, this one look more nice compared to the previous one. Maybe I just choose this one. So that's how Copilot can help you generate slides, right, using AI. I just want to focus here as well. You can see all the talking points generated for you as well. You can see this presentation generated from this particular documents. All the talking points are available for you as well. So you don't have to, find your ideas, how to go about this presentation. Everything is generated as well. Okay. So we can change this design. Yeah. So that's how you can actually generate the presentation. So let's name it this documents. Coffee shop proposal, right? So I just leave it. It's done. As the documents ready. So you can actually you know, use the Outlook uh, for you to send out some of the information to other parties. So let's try. So I have my Outlook here open. So I create a new email, and then I want to write this particular email using Copilot. Mm, So you just go to message, right? You can see there's a Copilot icon. You can actually draft with Copilot. So in the middle of your body of the email, you can see a particular box over here, draft with Copilot. I just zoom in. You can actually change the tone of your email over here, right? And then the length of the email that you prefer, right? Right. So what I want to do, so let's just attach a file first. So I want to attach this proposal, right? So I just want to attach this particular document proposal, and then please generate email to an investor about my idea of opening a coffee shop, and please insert some informations from the Word document to the email as well. Okay, so informations. So let's try. So I generated the proposal. I created the slides from the proposal. So now I'm looking for investor. Let's say, right. So you go to Outlook. You ask the Outlook to actually help you to generate the email for you to send to the investor, right? So here you can see I'm writing to you today to share. Let me just zoom in. Today to share my exciting idea of opening a coffee shop. So I have always been passionate about the coffee, and I believe huge market potential. And my coffee shop was the name of the coffee shop. So, and then some of the varieties of things that I would offer, right? Not only coffee, but also sandwiches, other things as well. And I mentioned here as well, I have attached the documents contain detail about the mission statement, target market, and competitive analysis, strategy, financial or something. And I'm looking for investor for this particular amount, equity stakes of these shops, right? So the investor get about 20% of it. And so if you're happy with the draft, you can keep it, or maybe you want to change, right? So make it longer. So make it longer, right? Make sound formal. So let's try. Hmm. So now, dear potential investor, right? So I'm writing here this particularly things that I want to do. I have the logo and everything, right? So you can even change, right? Make it longer. I prefer the first draft compared to this one, but it's unlimited. You can ask the Copilot to generate as long as available for you to generate. There's no limitation. So it generated the graph here. Let's see if generated the graph. Hope my internet is okay. Right. So just yeah. So you can see it's much more longer compared to the first one. You can see over the 5 years of this particular coffee shop I have learned, means it say that I have experience in this industry, and these are the investment that I'm looking for, right? So it also mentions that please refer to this document. So you can actually keep this. You can actually toggle between the first draft. You can see this is the first draft, second draft, and the third draft, right? And then you can keep particular document, and you can send to the investor, or maybe do some adjustment or to this email. Right? So this how you can actually generate your email. If you are not really good in English, or maybe you are good in English, just that it's not the everyday task for you to write an email to an investor, right? So you probably need some assistance. So you probably cannot find people that can help you. So just use AI to help. That would be the ideal way right now. So this is Outlook, Copilot in Outlook. So I want to show another app, right? So I want to show you Copilot in Whiteboard. So let me just search Whiteboard. So Whiteboard is similar like the physical whiteboard. You have the capability to actually draw and brainstorm, and categorize your ideas and those things, right? So if without AI, right, without Copilot, you have to do it manually. For example, right here, I can add notes. Let me just zoom in. It's too small. I can add notes. I can add text and some uh some of the drawing over here, right? So, but with Copilot, you can see, right, the icon Copilot over here. I can actually suggest, ask Copilot to suggest the idea, or even categorize the idea after it generated and summarize some of them. So let's try. So let's try and see if okay. I'm opening a coffee shop. So in urban city. Let's finish the proposal. Uh, Please give me ideas how to move forward. Right. Okay. So so using whiteboard, right? Using Copilot whiteboard, get you started. So rather than you call for a few people, waste your time to actually give some ideas, right? You can actually start with Copilot first, right? So here's some generated ideas, right? So things, for example, I want to open a coffee shop. These are things I need to take care of. Let me just zoom in. So the design of the coffee shop and locations and those things, right? So this only generated six, but I want it more, right? Generate more. I just click this generate more. So it generated 12, but I just click few more, right? So it'll be easier for you guys to see how Copilot help you in your brainstorm and discussion activity. So I have about 24 now. I believe it is more than enough. So I just insert them. So it inserted all the idea over here. You can see, just I zoom in, you can see all the ideas about having a live music, offer loyalty rewards program, subscription services possible, right? And some menu offering, right? Make it diverse and higher experience staff, right? So all these are lovely, right? You have all the things here to get you started. So let's make it, in a category. That will be easier because you don't know uh, which I should be focusing on, right? Which is this? This is under food. This is under, design of the shop, right? Interior design. Right? So I can actually click here. There's a category and suggestion, right? So what I want to do, I want to use Copilot. You can see I just click the Copilot again. and then categorize this idea, right? You can see, right? Now it able to categorize all the ideas that is generated just now, right? So let me just zoom in. So in marketing, what things that you need to do, right? In operations, daily operations, right? Things that you can focus on, right? Offer delivery services, those things, right? And events, maybe we can actually, allow people to use your coffee shop as an event place, right? Then sustainability, how to make sure things are following the standards right now, right? Eco-friendly practices, having an event with communities nearby, and those things, right? So you can see how easy it is if you use your AI. You can even actually regenerate. Yeah, this is regenerate. See what happens. See, after it regenerate, so it totally changed the category. Now you have the design, marketing, events, and operation. You can actually regenerate many times as you want. And then if you're happy with the final content that it generated, right, based on the category here, you can just click over here, keep it, right? So you can just click. So you have all the brainstorm session fast forward for you, right? If you want to say fast forward for you like 50 or 60%. So you can just start over there, right? Rather than from scratch. So these are the powerful tool in whiteboard, right, which is Copilot. You can actually go in and create other notes, and then can do other things as well. Add images, add documents and PDF, other things as well. You can actually add them. Document that I created before, the coffee shop proposal, I can actually select and add them here. I can choose which slides I want to add, pages. These are the features of whiteboard, right? So you can actually add, let's say, I just want to add this financial plans. I want to have a discussions on it. We can just over here and then draw a bit. So for example, over here, and then and this over here, you can just highlight. So it's normal like a whiteboard, and there's a digital version format of whiteboard. So this is one of the features of Copilot. So we have other apps as well. So we have about few minutes. Let me just do one more demo. I will do maybe Teams. Let's see if I manage to open it. So Teams will take some time for it to load. Okay. So that's it for it to. So what you can actually do with Teams, I have explained it earlier, I believe. Uh, Help you to create meetings, minutes of meetings, and then give you some action items for and all the things like the 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 discussion that you are having inside the meeting. You can actually go in uh, with the Copilot to help you summarize them. So for example, over here, right? So these are the meetings, right? That I was invited. Now, for example, here, maybe I'm not joining in this meeting right now, so I cannot have them, the AI. So let's go in some of the meeting that we have done before. So for example, this meeting, AI is fun. It's one of the session that we do frequently, right? So will happen every Tuesday, right? 2 weeks from now. So I can just go to the recap tab, and you can see all the information of this particular session is generated over here. So generated in a proper way for you, As you can see here, you can actually go in and click They will inform you some of the things that presented. For example, here Saiful introduced the latest GPT model and what are those and things it can do, comparison between this model and AI content generation, responsible AI. Noel discussed some things about responsible AI and hallucinations, right? And there's no follow-up task. If something need to be follow up, then it will come over here. You see, it highlighted the speakers, right? With the colors over here. So I talk most of the start of the sessions, and then Noel and Greg continue, right? And then also transcript. You can actually go in all the meeting transcript. You have some notes. We don't generate any notes. So you can actually open the Copilot icon. You see here. Just click the Copilot icon. So let's ask some question about this meeting. So maybe I have a predefined prompt created by Microsoft over here, right? So you can just use it. So I just click and then recap meeting, right? Just do a simple one. Recap this meeting. Let's see. Yep. So it's generated all the information of this particular meeting. So key topic that was discussed in this meeting, right? So, and then you can actually go in, let's say, suggest follow-up question. Right? Maybe you didn't attend the meetings, you can actually suggest follow-up questions for AI to give you some ideas. You can see here, what question can I ask? So, some related to the demo yesterday, right? Ask Saiful, right? And then ask Noel differences between the account, right? That Noel used during the session. So here are some of the things you can actually ask, right? So if I change to another meeting, maybe the meeting that has some information, right? So let's go, maybe, I think, yeah, we go here, right? So you can just go over here, summarize what I missed. Okay? So directly it will go in and generated all of them. So discuss some of the topics, weeks unable to talk during the meeting. So you can go in and interact, highlight from past 7 days of things, right? Those things. So you can actually click Copilot here as well, and even help you to actually write any messages, chat during the meeting. Right? So another feature is if you're using Teams, you have chat, chat for Microsoft 365, right? So what it enables you is you can uh, ask anything about anyone inside your company, right? So let's say, right, just catch up a meeting, weekly meeting. Let's say you just missed, right, this particular meeting, and then I just click over here. So it enables to actually go through items that were discussed during that meeting. And if some of the file was shared during the meeting, it will actually highlight to you as well for you to even open them, right? So you see here, these are the things that were discussed during our meeting just now, our weekly meeting, and the key takeaway and action item. And then these are the calendar invites, right? You can actually go in and even, be in conversation. Who attended this meeting? Regenerate you, yep. So you can do a lot of things over here, maybe add some files. You want to generate a new proposal, right? can actually do it from here as well. See, right? These are the people that attended the meeting, just right? So it allows you, right? The newer version of Copilot allows you to actually even be specific on your content that Copilot you want the Copilot to generate. For example, you want to focus on this meeting, want to focus on particular email, people, and even files and other things as well. For example, I can ask what are the schedules of meeting of a week or Noel for this particular week. So it able to list you all the information. So that's all for me today. Thank you for joining us. I took all the 1 hour. I supposed to bring in maybe Vic or Noel to share. So it's okay. I believe there will be another session 2 weeks from now. So we have more exciting content. We have other apps as well. We want to show like Copilot in Form, Copilot in Excel, and even in Power BI as well, able to generate all the dashboard for you using AI. So that's all for me today. Thank you for joining. So I hope you benefit a lot from this session. And thank you very much. See you guys.
Thanks, Ray. Thank you, everyone. Good night.